Most mobility routines fail for one simple reason. They're random, they stretch whatever feels tight, but they ignore the joints that decide your independence. Longevity mobility is not how bendy we are. It's whether we can access useful positions with control, strength, balance, and confidence. Because flexibility is range we can visit, mobility is range we can use. And after 40, range we can use is the difference between we move freely and we plan our day around stairs. So today we're building a 7-minute daily routine that actually matters. 5 moves, no fancy stretching, no yoga Olympics, just the joints and patterns that decide whether we can squat, climb, reach, rotate, and get off the floor like a capable adult. Before we start, here's the hook we want you to keep in your head. If our mobility routine doesn't change daily life, it's entertainment. If it changes how we walk, squat, and recover from a stumble, it's longevity. And yes, we'll keep it simple. Because complicated routines don't fail from lack of science. They fail from lack of Tuesday. First, let's redefine mobility in a way that makes this whole episode click. Mobility is not passive stretching. Mobility is strength plus range plus control. That's why loaded mobility is so underrated. A light goblet squat, a controlled split squat, or a slow calf raise can build more useful range than pulling on a muscle like it owes its money. Stretching can help range of motion, but independence requires owning that range. That's the theme of today. Now, why does this matter for longevity? Because falls are one of the fastest ways to lose freedom. One bad fall can shrink confidence, reduce movement, reduce strength, and create a downward spiral. So mobility is not a vibe. It's fall insurance, stair insurance, floor insurance, and we can still do our life insurance. That's why our routine targets 3 joint zones that quietly decide everything. Ankles, hips, and the thoracic spine, your upper back. If ankles don't bend, your knees cave, your heels pop up, your back rounds, and squats disappear. If hips don't extend, walking gets shorter, posture collapses, and stairs feel heavier. And if the upper back stops rotating, the neck and low back start doing overtime. That's when reaching, turning, and shoulder comfort get cranky. So here's the longevity compass promise. In 7 minutes a day, we'll build better ankle steering, hip options, upper back rotation, squat access, and floor get-up confidence. Not perfectly, just consistently, because consistency beats intensity in this game. Quick self-check before we begin. If you have sharp joint pain, swelling, numbness, unexplained dizziness, recent surgery, or severe balance problems, modify this routine and consider getting guidance. And if you ever feel chest pain, faintness, or severe shortness of breath during exercise, stop and get evaluated. We're building independence, not collecting red flags. Alright, the 5 moves. Move 1. Knee to wall ankle rocks. This is ankle dorsiflexion, which is a fancy phrase for, can our ankle bend enough to walk well, climb stairs, and squat without cheating? Stand facing a wall, keep your heel down, drive your knee toward the wall over the middle toes, then rock back. Slow and smooth. This is not a calf stretch contest. This is ankle steering practice. We're teaching your ankle to be a good hinge, not a stubborn brick. Move 2. Supported squat to stand. Hold a countertop, door frame, or sturdy chair. Sit your hips back and down into a comfortable squat depth, then stand. Depth is earned, not forced. If you're newer, put a chair behind you like a safety net. Because the goal is not deep. The goal is controlled. The squat is not a gym exercise first. It's a life pattern first. Toilets, chairs, stairs, getting low to grab something. This is daily life. And here's the loaded mobility twist. If squats feel awkward, holding a light weight at your chest like a goblet can make the squat feel easier. The weight acts like a counterbalance and helps the torso stay upright. Move 3. Half kneeling hip flexor reach with a glute squeeze. This one protects stride length, posture, and the ability to get into lunge and floor positions. Get into half kneeling, 1 knee down, 1 foot forward. Gently squeeze the glute on the down knee side, tuck the pelvis slightly, then reach that same side arm overhead. You should feel a stretch in the front of the hip. You should not feel your low back getting jammed. If the low back feels pinchy, reduce the reach and refine the glute squeeze. We're not yanking on the hip flexor. We're teaching the hip to open while the glute owns the position. That's what makes it transferable to walking. Move 4. Thoracic rotation. Choose open book or quadruped rotation. Open book. Lie on your side, knees bent, arms together in front. Rotate the top arm and chest open like you're opening a book, then return. Quadruped. Hands and knees, hand behind head, rotate elbow up toward the ceiling, then back down. Slow and controlled. This is rotation practice for people who want to keep looking over their shoulder without turning their whole body like a refrigerator. And here's the sneaky benefit. When the upper back rotates better, the shoulders and neck often calm down. Because the body stops borrowing motion from the wrong places. Move 5. The floor get-up ladder. This is the move no one wants to practice until the day they need it. We're not going straight to a dramatic, get up from the floor with no hands. We're building a ladder, standing to tall kneeling to half kneeling to seated, then reverse. Keep a chair or couch nearby. Use it for support. Move slowly. The beginner goal is control, not elegance. This one move combines mobility, balance, coordination, and strength. And it's one of the clearest signals of independence. Now, let's put the routine together as a clean 7-minute script you can repeat daily. For the first minute, we do knee to wall ankle rocks. 30 seconds per side, heel stays down, smooth reps. At minute 1 to 220, supported squat to stand, 5 slow reps, then a comfortable supported squat hold. Breathe and keep the feet planted. Minute 220 to 340, half kneeling hip flexor reach, 40 seconds per side, glute squeeze first, then reach. Minute 340 to 450, thoracic rotation, 35 seconds per side, rotate from the upper back, not just the neck. Minute 450 to 640, floor get-up ladder, slow transitions down and up, alternating sides if you can. Use support, own the descent and the climb. Minute 640 to 7, quick check-in. Did anything pinch? Did pain go above 5 out of 10? Do we feel looser and steadier, or irritated? That last question matters, because mobility isn't supposed to be a daily fight, it's daily maintenance. Now let's talk about the minimum dose plan, because some days 7 minutes feels like a whole documentary. Here's the 2-minute survival version. 30 seconds of ankle rocks, 5 supported squat to stands, 1 controlled floor get-up transition, even if it's just standing to kneeling and back. That's it, 2 minutes, because the routine only works if we actually do it. Now the progression plan. 4 weeks, boring on purpose. Week 1. Learn the shapes. Everything supported, pain-free range, no forcing depth, we're building confidence. Week 2. Add pauses. 2 to 3 seconds at the end range of the ankle rock. 2 seconds in the squat hold. 2 seconds at the open position in thoracic rotation. Week 3. Add a light load. Hold a small weight for the squat as a counterbalance. Or do a light suitcase carry after the routine if you want loaded mobility in real life. Week 4. Add independence. Use less hand support. Add 1 extra representative. Do the floor ladder with a bit more control and less fear. The goal is smoother movement, not exhaustion. If you feel smoked, we did too much. Now let's cover pain versus stretch, because this is where people either get brave in a smart way, or brave in a way that keeps them injured. Use a traffic light. Green. Mild stretch, muscle work, or 0 to 2 out of 10 discomfort that settles quickly. Yellow. 3 to 5 out of 10 discomfort can be acceptable for some chronic stiffness patterns if it does not worsen afterward and it's back to baseline by the next day. Red. Sharp pain, joint pinching, swelling, numbness, instability, or anything above 5 out of 10. That's a stop sign. Regress the movement or skip it and get guidance if it persists. Stretch is information, pain is feedback, pinching is a stop sign. Now, 2 quick, viral, functional tests to make this real. Test 1. The chair stand. How many times can we stand up and sit down in 30 seconds without using hands? This is leg endurance and function in one simple score. Test 2. The floor check. Can we get down to the floor and back up with control? Even using hands or a chair for support? Because life doesn't always give us a perfect setup. We're not doing these to scare you. We're doing them to track progress. Because what gets measured gets maintained. And yes, our mobility routine will help these tests, because it trains the patterns that make them possible. Now, let's land the point that makes this video different from fancy stretching content. Mobility is not a separate hobby. It's the foundation under your strength, walking, and balance. If we do ankles, hips, and upper back daily, squats get easier. Walking feels smoother, stairs get less dramatic, and getting off the floor stops being a life event. And here's the funniest part. Most of us don't need a new body. We need a daily reminder to use the one we have. So let's make this the Longevity Compass Challenge. 7 minutes a day for 7 days. No perfection, just repetition. If you miss a day, don't make up with a 30-minute session that wrecks you. Just resume the next day. Consistency beats intensity. If this episode helped, hit like and subscribe. Check the description for the tools and affiliate links that match today's routine, plus our Longevity Compass Amazon KDP book. And comment, move free, if you're doing the 7-day mobility challenge with us. We'll be in the comments rooting for your ankles, your hips, and your ability to pick up your keys without making ancient noises.